guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is about women, ladies. You want to grab yourself some popcorn cause I'm going to be spilling some tea facts here. So today's topic is about women. Why do women hate one another? Why do women not support one another genuinely? In fact, why do we not support one another genuinely? Why do we always look for a way to bring down one another, to bring down your friends, to bring down even people you don't know? Why? Why do we feel like every single thing is a competition? Why? Why? Women, we can be better than this. There is enough food that can go round the table. There is enough that everybody can benefit, that all of us can succeed. There is enough. So we can be better than this. Let's stop all of that. Stop all of that and support one another genuinely. So ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 ways in which ladies can be supportive to one another. Why I'm also going to be bringing out why do ladies hate one another. So that is something that is interesting for you. Keep watching and please consider to subscribe and click on your notification bell. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. First of all, a hand of applause to every single one of you, every woman, every lady who is doing her ultimate best to make sure that she carries those around her to succeed, to climb the ladder. Every lady who is putting her best to, to see her fellow sisters, her fellow ladies, her fellow colleagues to also succeed more than what she is. I applaud you. And of course, my subscribers who are watching, I want to say thank you for always supporting me, for subscribing, sharing, for recommending my videos, for your like, for your comments, for your word of encouragement. Thank you guys so much. So first point I'm going to talk about is envy, jealousy. Jealousy has a way of running through our thoughts, of running through our mind when we see someone enjoying the things that we crave for, when we see someone enjoying the things that we wish to have. Jealousy has a way of spinning your head. And when you see someone living the life that you crave for or doing the things that you wish to do, you're like, oh baby girl, that is my life you're living. See your fellow mates succeeding and you start asking yourself like, but what is she doing that I am not doing? Why does she have everything figured out and I don't have it? Sitting around, you're just spending your time and you want to check your phone, you have a message from your WhatsApp class that, oh, congratulations, this girl, this your classmate just graduated with a doctorate degree, first class honor, and she's now a doctor. You start having thoughts like,
massa, na new doctor, na new PhD.
I beg. So now man will dream water because he don't graduate, he don't get doctorate degree. Sis, come. Erase that thought. Hello. In fact, shake your head. Let that thought just balance back. That is Mr. Jealousy knocking at your door to enter inside your brain and manipulate you. So you have to start erasing that thought immediately. If you find yourself in this situation, please stop wasting your energy on negative thoughts and recognize what you are jealous about and map out a plan that you can achieve that. If that's something that you want to do, map out your own plan and work towards achieving that instead of being jealous about that. Transfer the feeling of jealousy into inspiration and work towards achieving that goal. Build each other up rather than being envious. In addition to that, when you become jealous of somebody, automatically you just see that person as your rival. You just see that person like you're in competition with that person. You always want to, to prove yourself that you're more than that person. At times the person doesn't even know that that's what you're struggling to do. But you're there killing yourself. You're killing yourself. Okay, she has opened a new shop. Okay, I'm going to open my own shop and I'll make sure that I goods that are high quality than hers. you're already setting yourself in competition. Maybe you don't even have the finance to carry out that plan or to do what that person is. Ladies, we have this tendency that when we see another female, we size her up physically, financially, socially, if possible, spiritually. We just size up the person. For example, you might be out with your friends, maybe having fun, and you guys are gisting, eating, and another lady comes up that is not your friend, you're not familiar with, but your other friends, they know this lady. The lady joins in the conversation and she fits so well, because there are some of us that are very, very sociable, to the extent that if you just go anywhere, you just click around with people, it's like you have known them for this. It's like you were part of that conversation from the onset. This lady comes now, she flows very well, current, she's well, everything is intact, and she's fluent, she's versed with the conversation, she's up to date. When they talk, she contributes, and you see someone who is talking a lot of sense. See yourself, you want to admire that person, but that other spirit is telling you that this one a competition. No, it can't take your friends. When you have these thoughts, they should pull you to get closer to her. Befriend her, ask her for tips. When you see a positive quality in another female, it shouldn't turn to a negative quality in your head. In other words, we should learn to appreciate what others have, even if we have them or we don't have them. If you go somewhere and someone is speaking the English more than you, don't sit and say, according to the one, I want bring me British accent for you, or you want bring me this accent for you. No, appreciate the person and like, oh, you really speak well. Where did you learn it? What are your tips on learning this language? The positive character or the positive trait of another female should not be a negative thought in your head, because when you start thinking about it negatively, you see yourself in a competition with that lady. You start saying, she claims everything. No, this one, I will show you, say Sabi. You'll be trying to prove yourself that you know more than her. Hey, if you're trying to prove yourself that you know more than another person, then you bring a topic of discussion, person beat your hands down for that discussion. You just stupefy yourself, finish now. So rather than seeing others as competition, we should befriend them, try to learn from them. If you see somebody who does something better than you, that should make you to like that person, not compete with that person. I know that society has made us to always want to be in a competition with one another so we can prove ourselves that we are more than that person, but that's not supposed to be the case. There is room for everybody to grow. So society has engraved in us to compete with one another rather than feeling inspired by others. We can be supportive to one another by making ourselves appreciable to other females. Some of us, the way we are, the way we speak, the way we look, the way we make ourselves, the way we portray ourselves, it is very, very difficult for someone to even ask us for help or advice. It is very difficult for even our own friends. At times they find it difficult. Say, oh, I know Lizette. By the time I want to correct her now, she'll start telling you I did it intentionally. She'll start building self-defense for herself. So today like this, I'm not in the mood to start quarreling with her because I want to correct her. Let me just allow her to just do what she wants to do. We should not be like that. We should make ourselves appreciable to other ladies. Know that we all have standards, but please don't carry yourself too high and you feel like, oh, I cannot mingle with this person. No, don't carry yourself too high. Remember that if you humble yourself, God will lift you up. Others don't meet up with your style of fashion. They don't meet up with your accent. They don't meet up with the way you do things. You're like, nah, I'm not going to mix with this one. I cannot stoop to her level. No, don't carry yourself too high. I want to advise each and every one of us, don't talk down at people, don't undermine people, don't underlook people, act like you're better than everybody. Don't look at yourself like that, because people have not figured out things the way you have figured out things. It doesn't mean that they cannot have a simple conversation with you. It doesn't mean that you cannot support them. Be kind in speech and in action towards one another. Be a friendly face, not because you want to attract people to come into your life to be friends with you, but you might do something and you think that it is correct. If you don't have a friendly face, it will be difficult for people to bring out your own errors for you to learn from them. First, you might think of yourself like, what will I gain from this friendship? What will I gain from this person? What will I gain? I have everything figured out, but let me tell you, that person can be a solution to a problem that you face in the future. So learn to have a friendly face. When you start feeling intimidated by the success of others, it will be very difficult for you to be supportive. Yes, some of us are some of us are intimidated when we see our friends, when we see our mates, when we just see people progressing and we are not progressing. We just feel like, oh God, this one has left me behind. You start looking low at yourself, you start looking down at yourself, you start to downplay yourself. No, you should not downplay yourself. Don't feel intimidated by another person's success. See someone is succeeding, hustle them, ask them, see, you know this thing more than me. What is your secret? I see your videos are dope. What is your secret? What app are you using? I beg, tell me, let me also arrive like you. Don't feel intimidated by one another. It's important for you to know your worth and have it at the back of your mind that nobody has it figured out. All of us are in this world. We are trying to find our way. So the fact that this person has already discovered her road and she's following that path and you are still struggling to figure out your way doesn't mean that you are less than that person. Don't shy away. Still give that person the support that he or she needs. So we have to work hard at changing our thoughts about our words, who you are, own your thoughts, own your experiences, own your weakness, own your strengths, own who you are. That is you. That is what makes you unique. To learn from the success stories of others. In that way, you too will be successful, and why not more successful? We can be supportive to one another is to listen to another. Saying that you should listen to God and do church. Listen to advice. Just give a listening ear. Don't listen to judge the person that, oh, you acted foolish. Don't listen to go and gossip about what the person is telling you about. At times when we are stressed up, we just need someone to listen to us. When it helps to calm you down. So just be there to listen. Even if you don't have a solution to that person, just the fact that you're listening to that person is helping that person to calm down. In Cameroon, I have a lot of random conversations like this. And I will take a bike. Those bike men, they'll just start telling you their problem. Mama, if you imagine, say I want come on house today, they do me so. Why on a woman they do so? I'll just be like, where my brother? Where? Because at times I might not have something valuable to tell them. But just the fact that I'm listening to them, it shows a lot of concern. And at the end of the conversation, I know it's did things or no. Now God, you just need for the put and for God in hand. Take an easy, okay? Take an easy. Just that is a form of encouraging him also. And lastly, our environment has shaped our ways of thinking, and we find it so difficult to support one another. We find it so difficult to support the women around us. For example, if you grew up in an environment where there is lack of love, there is abuse verbally or in any form, it's going to affect you mentally. It's going to affect the way you relate with people. Even the way you will see yourself, it's going to affect you. If you grew up in an environment where they always tell you or they insult you that women are worthless and don't have value, a woman's place is in the kitchen, a woman should not do this, a woman should not do that. So when you carry all of that experience from your childhood and as an adult, you come in contact with someone maybe going for a position that you have been made to understand from small that this position can only be held by men, and you are in the right frame to help that person to gain that position. You say that no, I'm not going to support this cause because this place is for a man, not for a woman. Subconsciously or unintentionally, we become biased to other women just because of the way our environment has shaped us. I think it's high time that we have to learn to unlearn all the biased words, the biased treatment that we were taught about other women. It is high time for we to stop. I want to encourage you watching this video that as you go about your activity, inspire other ladies out there. Support them in whatever way you can. It is not going to change anything from you. It's not going to change who you are, but it's going to add value in you instead. Note, if you know that you have problems in editing, hook up with your girl. I'm ready to help you. Thank you for watching. Please consider to subscribe, go notification bell, and let me know in the comment section other ways that we can support one another. Together we can do greater things, and we can move mountains, and we can make the world a better place. I will see you in my next video. Bye.